Hello everyone. So I just thought about this idea like right now, and it's another comic book anthology series, but this time it's a fantasy anthology series. Isn't that great? That's so wonderful. I mean, I feel all the positive energy just thinking about this. So um, first things first, just like the horror anthology series I discussed, it's going to have two segments, and that's for a variety of reasons. It's pretty helpful because obviously I don't know if I'll ever have a proper schedule to work on like just comic by comic, but if I were to put two in one, obviously it's mandatory for me to make sure that two stories are complete, and that means two stories to the readers, which that's fantastic. And also because it does save time with sending things to the National Library, because that's going to cost postage and stuff. And obviously, I don't know how that's going to work, but still, it's going to be a big problem. So yeah, it's best to like minimize all the stuff I can do. So yeah, anyways, two in one sounds fantastic. Anyways, the next thing to talk about is restrictions. Now, in any story you work on, you know what the story is going to be about. You have your audience in mind. And, in development, these things can change. I mean, obviously, in my trading card game, I was talking about it and I mentioned that I want to have a new audience, because this is still in development, obviously. And obviously, focusing on various audiences does equal more money. I wish a lot of companies actually realize that. But anyways, I would really like to obviously have, first things first, the age restriction. I'm gonna keep it for you could say 9+ age. Pretty safe. I don't think I need to put fan service here. It doesn't need fan service. Not everything needs it. And if I am really desperate to put fan service in, I would rather create a separate anthology series which is about fantasy, but it's for adults. That'll just obviously increase my work time, but at the same time, that'll increase my revenue. But anyways, let's just keep with this. Let's just keep with this one age group. And then the next thing is, of course, I want to work on just new species. So I don't want to see trolls. Don't want to see. I don't want to see dwarves. Don't even know how to spell dwarves. Oh my goodness. Don't want to see dwarves. There we go. Um, and especially elves. Don't want to see them. Sorry, I just don't want them. I want to see new things. I want to put in new creatures. This also goes for dragons too. I don't hate them, but I feel like, you know what, if I'm going to work on something new, I would rather use this series to boost newer newer content, just new characters, new species of things, new legends, new myths. And just like the previous horror anthology I mentioned, where I don't want to have your regular monsters. I want to have new material. So new is king. Okay. Anyways, how much battery I have? 8%, so we can go on for just a bit longer. Okay, so of course, um, um, so let's talk about tropes for a bit, because the thing is that, there's various types of tropes that exist, and I'm sure many of us are exhausted with the modern tropes. So I think it's good to kind of go back to the old ones and just be like, okay, that's fantastic. You know, prince saving princess kind of thing. It's so refreshing these days, really. And plus, I will stand out if you think about it, because while everyone is so worried about not doing these so-called harmful tropes, here I am working with it, wanting to work with it, and obviously I will stand out. So just because these are discarded doesn't mean it's the end of the world, okay? So anyways, moving on. So tropes, good enough to work with. And the next thing is, of course, characters. And, I feel like just having a variety of characters to work with, that's fantastic. And I don't want to kill off characters. I think that would be very, very silly, unless they're like villains or once-off villains or monsters. You can kill them, but it's like when it comes to your protagonist, I think it's best to keep him. It's really good to keep him, and yeah, obviously, I just want people to enjoy these characters, and they have various personalities and stuff like that. Obviously, when it comes to giving characters different personalities, you have to give them things that you can also disagree with too. Like for example, I give plenty of characters things I don't even like to eat. For example, egg. I remember doing this years ago when I'm writing character descriptions. I would give the characters likes eggs, eating eggs. I don't like eating eggs. It's disgusting. But it's wonderful to give your characters things you disagree with or you just completely don't like. So, yeah, obviously that just helps a lot. Anyways, um, so that's all I can discuss right now. And, once again, this idea is just popped up in my head right now. So I don't have that much time to think about it, but you could see how much I managed to do within a short time, you know? That's that's wonderful. So anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. Tell me what you guys think about this. And bye.